Yo, what's going on YouTube? You know what it is. It's your boy CURRENCIES. I know that it's been a while without uploading on YouTube, but guess what? I'm back now. So let's just move on with the first video. You know what it is. We got the Monday live analysis, or you can say the weekly market analysis, whereby I'll be analyzing the pairs that I think is high probability for us this week, and I'll be sharing my thoughts on what I am seeing and what I am looking for, right? So in today's video we will be strictly analyzing, right, and sharing my thoughts behind those analysis. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, make sure that you like, make sure that you comment down below, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you turn on the notification bell, so every time I drop you'll be notified, right? So with that being said, like I said, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is CURRENCIES, and I'll be sharing with you my weekly analysis. So without wasting any more time, let's just get straight into it. So guys, the platform that I'm using right now, the platform that I'm sharing on my screen is TradingView, right? If you want to use the same platform that I'm using to analyze, I'll make sure that I leave a link below. So every person who joins through that link, I'll make a small yana commission, you know. But let's just get straight to the charts. So I have three pairs for you guys, three currency pairs, right? I have three currency pairs for you, but I'm gonna start with the DXY first. Reason being that let's see where the dollar is going, right? Is the dollar losing strength or gaining strength, right? Yeah, so guys, I know that it's been a while without me uploading, but bear in mind that I'm also a human being, so I had other plans going on, but guess what? I'm back right now. So So let's start with the first pair, right? The first pair is DXY. So this pair is just a dollar index, right? It's just a dollar index. We want to see whether the dollar is gaining strength or losing strength, right? Because remember, we are in a recession, so let's be alert. Let's be alert, guys. Let's be alert. So I'm going to start from a higher time frame, as always. But for those who are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you drop a like below, make sure that you drop a comment below, and make sure that you turn on the notification bell, so every time I upload you'll be the first one to actually watch, right? So let's start with the DXY first. So as you know, the DXY is the dollar index. This is the US dollar currency index. So we want to see if the dollar is gaining value or losing value, right? So as you can see right now, we have the dollar on the daily time frame, right? We have the dollar on the daily time frame. So notice that the dollar has been bullish, right? The dollar has been on an uptrend for quite a long time. But you know, as an uptrend, we also have higher highs and higher lows, right? So this being our high, low, this being our high, low, this being our high. So the market might be creating a lower low, a lower high, right, in order for us to continue with the uptrend. But if we don't continue with the uptrend, then we have to see a form of a reversal, right? We have to see a form of a reversal before we can actually start pushing to the downside. But let's trade what we are seeing right now, right? Let's trade what we are seeing right now. Not what we think, but let's trade what we are seeing. So I have this low here. I also have this low here. And I have my highest high on the market. So I'm just gonna identify this. This is my highest high, and this is currently my low, right? But this is the lowest low. This is the nearest low, right? So what else am I seeing here? I can also see that we have a form of an ascending channel, right? This is my 1, 2. I might be predicting at that touch, right, to buy. If not, we're going to break it. And then I'm gonna clone this support trend line and do the same for my what? My resistance trend line, right? So you can put it like this or you can put it like that. It doesn't matter how you put it, right? What matters is the understanding of your analysis, right? The understanding of your analysis. So notice that here I have 1, 2. I'm just waiting for my 3, just for a bounce on the trend line, if not a breakout, right? And also on my resistance, I actually have 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So it doesn't matter how you put it. Just make sure that you can understand your analysis. So with that being said, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame and let's see what's happening on the 4-hour. So as you can see now, on the 4-hour time frame, notice that we approach our resistance in a corrective manner, which was also a reversal type of pattern. So notice that here we have a low, right? We have a low here, and this low was also a reversal for us. So this was actually a what? A rising. This was a rising wedge. And a rising wedge, most of the time, it breaks to the downside, right? Most of the time, it breaks to the downside. So this is why we are seeing the dollar losing value, right? Meaning that the dollar is starting to be bearish, right? And can we back it up? Of course. We have a rising wedge. A rising wedge is a reversal, right? That's why we are seeing selling opportunities. So let's go down to the 1-hour time frame. Let's go down to the 1-hour time frame. Okay, so I'm trying to make this as simple as possible, right? So if you have any questions, drop them down on the comment section so I can assist you. So as you can see here, we have the what? We have the rising, but I can also see that we have a pattern within a pattern, right? We have a pattern within a pattern, which is also a rising. So we had reasons for why we are looking for selling opportunities, right? So we had a pattern within a pattern. So we had a first push to the downside, which was our first low, high, low, high, low. So the market is creating a what? A high to continue with our trend, right? Because we are very bearish. But you can also look at it from a different point of view. So let's go down to the 30 minutes. You can also look at it from a different point of view. So let's go down to the 30 minutes. This is the 30 minutes. So this was a beautiful correction, which was a continuation pattern, right? As you can see, this was an expanding triangle, right? If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, it's still okay. So as you could see here, market gave us a potential correction. Once you see it, guys, you cannot unsee it, right? But if you didn't see it, it's still okay. We got more opportunities coming. So guys, as you can see, we had an impulse. Market gave us a beautiful correction. Market broke to the downside, giving us a potential impulse, right? So as you could see, guys, we are looking for a continuation to the downside, right? So let me just clone my price action. Yeah, beautiful. Let me just clone it. Nice one. So this is what I'm actually looking for. If you go down to the 1-hour time frame, you can see the picture clearly. So this is what I'm actually looking for. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame so we can see this picture clearly. Beautiful. So this is my anticipation on the DXY. The DXY might bounce on our trend line. If not, it might actually break to the downside, right? It might actually break to the downside. So if you guys see this from a bigger time frame, right, you can see that we have a rising wedge here. A rising wedge broke to the downside, indicating a what? Indicating a reversal pattern. But because this support trend line has been strong, there is a potential that the market might respect it. If not, just know that we are coming to this low, right? Just know that we are coming to this low. If not, there is a potential of us actually rejecting on this trend line. So guys, that is it for DXY. If you have any questions on DXY, make sure that you drop a comment below and tell me what is your problem, so I can reply to your comment, right? So with that being said, let's move on to our weekly forecast. So the first pair that we are looking or that we are analyzing is NZD USD. So that is the first pair that we are looking for, that we are actually analyzing. So let's start from a higher time frame, going down to a smaller time frame, right? So make sure that you follow, guys. Make sure that you pay attention and follow, right? This is just me sharing my thoughts and my analysis, right? I might be wrong, I might be right, but as you know, as a forex trader, you have to trade what the market gives you, right? So let's look at what NZD USD has for us. As you could see, NZD USD has been fucking bearish, right? But we can see a potential of a reversal. We can see a potential of a reversal. And notice that every time we are bearish, we need to see lower lows. Market gave us a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So there's a potential of creating a what? A lower high to continue with the trend, right? But let's see what's happening. So first things first, I'm gonna identify my lowest point, which is my lower low, and I'm also going to identify my lower high. I'm also going to identify my lower high again. So these are my rejecting levels. Again, what am I seeing? I'm seeing a 1, 2, 3 here on the support. I'm seeing a 1, 2, 3. I'm also seeing the same for my resistance. I also see a 1, 2 waiting for the 3. So guys, that touch on my resistance trend line is going to be the lower high. Continue with the trend to the downside. Remember, this is a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? So that's how the market has been trending lately. So let's follow the trend. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame and let's see what the fuck is going on. Let's see what's happening, guys. Okay, so coming down to the 4-hour, right? Coming down to the 4-hour, we can see that already we have 2 touches here. We are predicting what the third one, right? So it's really up to you. You can take the buying opportunities approaching the resistance, or you can wait for the sell opportunity and ride it all the way down, right? So this is what's happening now. We are having a form of a what? We are having a form of a pattern within a pattern. That's what we are having right here. We are having a form of a pattern within a pattern. So guys, if you look at this clearly, once you see it, you can't unsee it, guys. But if you don't see it, it's still fine, right? It's still fine. So once you see it, you definitely can't unsee, guys. So for NZD USD, I'm gonna be looking for buying opportunities. I'm just waiting for this pair to mature, right? To mature. After it actually matures, then I'm gonna take that aggressive buy opportunity, right? So I'm just waiting for this pair to mature, but I'm definitely looking for buying opportunities. So guys, as you could see something here, as you guys can see something here, this is a descending channel, or maybe you could say it's a falling wedge or falling channel, but this is acting as a form of a reversal pattern for buying opportunities. So hence I'm saying that I'm looking for buying opportunities. So with that being said, this is going to be our first take profit, this is going to be our second one, and this is going to be our third one, right? So I can actually identify this and just make it take profit 1, this is going to be take profit 2, and this is going to be take profit 3, which is the last one, matrina. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. Beautifully, guys. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, so it is what it is. So guys, if you look at this now, I saw this as a potential correction, right? I saw this as a potential correction, which is still fine. So you can also do the same for this one, right? Now it's acting as a double top, which is a mini one. You can also do the same for here, guys. There's different tools that you can use, right? There's definitely different tools that you can use, but make sure that as the market keeps on moving, you adjust, right? As the market keeps on moving, you adjust your trend lines, right? So there is different tools that you can use to analyze, but for me, I'm using what I always use. So as you guys could see, we could definitely wait for a potential, we could definitely wait for a potential here. We could definitely wait for a potential, use our feed, and on the 61.8, you can definitely put a pending order. Put your stop loss. 25 pips is fine for me. First TP gives us 172 pips, which is a good potential, right? Which is a very, very good potential. Or you could put it on your 50 level, which is like close to here. And when you put it on your 50 level using the Fibonacci, still risking 25, it gives us a potential of 154 pips, right? Which is still fine, which is still okay. It's a bag. A bag is a bag, guys. Remember that a bag is a bag. So don't get confused. So as I told you, this is a potential correction as a continuation to the downside. So this is just TP1, right? But if you're not a swing trader, then you can take profits as the market keeps on going, right? You can take profits as the market keeps on going, or maybe you can trade your profits, right? Trail stop. So for NZD USD, I'm looking for buying opportunities, guys. Just like I told you, I'm looking for buying opportunities. I'm just waiting for this to actually mature, right? So this will also be sent on the Signal group. I have a Signal group, guys. So if you're interested, I'll just drop the link below. So make sure that you take action, right? Only if you're interested. I only want serious people, so no funny business, right? So with that being said, I'll show you the potential at the end of the video. So make sure that you stay tuned until the end. So coming down to the 4 hour, right? Let's see the bigger picture again. No, let's use the 2 hour to see the bigger picture. Yeah. So as you guys could see, this was acting as a reversal, right? So they actually broke, so it's cool now. We are starting to form an uptrend. This is a low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Notice that our highs are are actually the same, right? Actually equal. So it's equal highs. Hence I said it's acting as a double top, right? So as soon as we break this high, then just know that we are creating a new high. So my first TP is only the 90% zone of this corrective structure. It's only the 90% zone, right? There's still potential of going all the way up, but we are only targeting the first potential. The moment we break TP1, then just know that we have TP2 and TP3 and so on. So let me just copy this. Let me just copy this and duplicate it. Let me just copy this and duplicate it. Let me just copy this and duplicate it. Beautiful. So this is what I'm actually looking for, right? This is what I'm actually looking for. Buying opportunities. That is what I want. Buying opportunities. So let's look at it from a higher time frame, which is 4 hour. Buying opportunities. So NZD USD, guys, I'm looking for buying opportunities. Remember that I'm looking for buying opportunities. Market is giving us a potential correction now as a continuation. So keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. So as soon as I see a potential entry, I'm going to send a signal to my signal group, right? So if you want to join me on my signal group, I'll make sure that I drop a link below so you can take action only if you are interested, right? So with that being said, guys, let's move down to the next pair. Remember, we have NZD USD, which is buying opportunities, right? Let's go down to the next pair. So this is the next pair, guys, which is USD ZAR. Just like I told you before, we first analyze the DXY, right? You can trade DXY, guys. If you don't know that, now you know, right? You can trade DXY. Yeah, I'm drinking my Herbalife shake. Asbonge. So as I was saying, right? We first started with the DXY pair, right? And I said that DXY, which is the dollar index, we are looking for selling opportunities. So meaning that the dollar is losing value. We are bearish right now, looking for selling opportunities. The next pair was NZD USD. And then last pair that we have right now is USD ZAR, right? So USD ZAR is like a correlation, is like a positive correlation of DXY. But it's not always the case, right? That is just the Forex myth that when DXY is buying, USD ZAR is buying. No, guys, you gotta have facts. So back it up. You gotta have facts. So with that being said, let me prove my facts. So let's start from a daily time frame. I'm not saying that DXY is moving the same as USD ZAR. All I'm saying is that there is a positive correlation, right? There's a positive correlation because they are both affected by the dollar. Hence, I'm saying that is a positive correlation, right? So make sure that you get that right. So let's go, guys. Let's focus on the current trend, right? Let's focus on the current trend. Notice that USD ZAR has been bullish for quite a long time, right? So this is a low. Sorry about that. This is a low. Yeah, this is a low. This is a low that we have right now. So this is the last pair that I'm doing right now. So this is a low. And this is the high that we have. So let's focus on the current trend, right? Let's really focus on the current trend because we want to know what's happening right now, not what happened last year, what's happening right now. So let's identify our low here. As you could see, we had a double bottom. Let's identify our low again. So I'm definitely identifying levels where the market rejected earlier. This is another one. Beautiful. So with that being said, let's let's identify also what the type of trend that we are seeing. So as you could see here, we have something like a rising, right? We have something like a rising. So I'm gonna clone it and do the same for my resistance. I'm gonna clone it and do the same for my resistance. So notice how this becomes, right? It's not supposed to be like this, right? It's not supposed to be like this. Notice how the market moves, guys. Notice how the market moves. So let's have a deeper understanding on that. Let's go down to the 4-hour now. Let's go down to the 4-hour now. So this is the last pair that we have. Remember, guys, if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure that you like, comment down below, and tell me what you think, right? Tell me what you think about the pairs that I've been analyzing. So this is what's happening, eh? Now we are going to start analyzing from the 4-hour time. As you could see, we have a channel. Let's do the same for our resistance. Let's do the same for our resistance. So notice that we have a channel and we started our trend line from all the way to the downside. So this is what you can do. This is what you can do. Identify your low and identify the type of pattern presented. The type of pattern presented. Once you identify the pattern, then you can start looking for potentials based on that pattern. If you're wrong, you're wrong, right? If you're right, you win big. That's why we have a stop loss and a take profit. Stop loss is there to tell you when you are wrong, right? So as you could see here, we have a rising wedge, guys. We have a rising wedge. A rising wedge, most of the time it breaks to the downside. Most of the time it breaks to the downside. We also have a low here, right? We also have a low here because the market moves in lows, highs, right? After seeing this, we are starting to look for potentials, selling opportunities. We have a high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, right? So that is how we are going to trade USD ZAR. We are looking for selling opportunities. Let's go down to the 1-hour time frame and let's see what's being presented on the 1 hour. It's actually breaking to the downside right now, but I'm very excited about this pair because I'll be monitoring this pair, right? Since it's acting as a high probability, right? So this is what's happening here, né? Market gave us an impulse. You can see we have a potential a potential correction here. So what are we waiting for? A continuation to the downside. Come on, guys. I hope you guys can see this very clearly, right? We are looking for a continuation to the downside, right? So for USD ZAR, guys, I'm looking for selling opportunities, but notice that this might be acting as a double bottom. But wait for the market to mature. Wait for the market to mature. Wait for the market to mature, guys. So let's just do a recap, né? Let's just do a recap so we get everything aligned. For USD ZAR, guys, I'm looking for selling opportunities. USD ZAR, I'm looking for selling opportunities, né? Let's go down to the next one. NZD USD, I'm looking for buying opportunities. And then DXY, guys, DXY, I'm looking for selling opportunities. Remember, like I said, the DXY you can trade it depending on the pair, depending on the broker that you're using. So with that being said, guys, make sure that you like, comment down below, and hit the subscribe button, guys. Make sure that you turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any episode. I'll drop all the links below and see you on the next episode. It's your boy. Thank you so much for tuning in. It actually means a lot, guys. So like I said, I'll share this on my public platforms. If you ain't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you do follow me. I'll drop all the links below to my socials. So see you guys on the next episode.